Kubiak is the only quarterback in Broncos history that had 7 games where he completed all his passes. Think about that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Were some of them as the holder on special
No,
teams?
he would come into games that were already
That were
finished
done
one way or
and
the
throw
other.
like, yeah.
So
And
he'd
he'd come
throw
in
one,
and
two
go
throw
4
one
for
or two
4,
yeah.
or
3 for
5
3,
for 5.
yeah.
And in that championship game, when he came in for John, who went over and said, "My hip I can't play anymore." He tried to play on it in Buffalo, and I think the cold weather also was contributing to that. And Kubiak came in and completed 11 to 12 passes.
He was
the
good.
12th was dropped.
David Treadwell cost him that game.
Yeah.
You know, people talk about Gary
He won't
being
admit
a
it, but he missed 4 field goals.
He missed 4 field goals.
We talk about Gary as a former quarterback and being a quarterback's coach, but I think you can almost call him a running backs guru as well. I want to show you guys a graphic, okay?
Yeah.
Under Gary Kubiak's tutelage.
Now you're going to really
Yeah,
impress
I'm
us.
taking over now.
This
You
is
guys
taking
shut
over.
up. Under
He's
Gary
driving it.
Kubiak's tutelage, 8 running backs have gone for over 1,000 yards in their career, including such non-luminaries
It
as
was just up there. They just had it.
Olandis Gary, Steve Slayton, Reuben Drones. I mean, look at this list. Justin Forsett was on the beach until the Ravens picked him up this year, and he went for over 1,000 yards. So look at those 8 names. I mean, Clinton Portis, obviously a #1 draft pick.
Alex Gibbs also has a little something there.
He
to
does,
do with that,
but
too.
you know, a lot of people think, you know, Gary's going to come in and throw the ball because he's a former quarterback. But the running game is so important to Koob and his offense.
Who on that list?
Should be in the
Among
Hall of
those-
Fame.
No, who? Well, that's a.
There's
that's
only
a great
one guy
question.
that's higher than a 3rd-round draft pick, and that was Clinton Portis.
Name all the people on that list that are free agents.
Right now?
Yeah, how many on that list of 8 are free agents?
Oh, when they were signed.
No, today,
now, today, there
that
is
you could
one.
sign.
Well, only I don't think you can sign Arian Foster.
One.
Yeah.
The rest of them are free agents, and I'm getting my point.
Justin Forsett,
the guy that's
yeah.
named for the stuff that they had to use when they pulled me out of my mother, Forsett.
God,
Is that
that's a
like
really
the
bad
worst?
joke.
Oh, wow.
That
Is
was
this
the best
going
I could-
out on the air? Is that
Yeah,
okay.
we're live.
Yeah, okay.
But you brought up Alex Gibbs, and I want to touch on it. I said to him right before the show, one day I'm trying to, and it was recently, I was trying to learn more about zone blocking. That was before all this stuff, and I said, so I went on YouTube and I put Alex Gibb. There's a 12-minute tape of Alex Gibb addressing Florida when Urban Meyer was there. And he's at a blackboard, and you can see all the coaches, and they did a coach's tape of this. And I was going to watch a minute or two because I wanted to kind of get a feel again of Alex Gibbs and why he left the Broncos. He left the Broncos. He's left the Broncos like 3 times.
Yes.
And I want to know, because I wanted them to bring back, you saw it, you told me I was on to something. I wanted them to bring back Mike Shanahan and Alex Gibbs as consultants during this past season. Wouldn't that have helped, don't you think, in retrospect? But I watched this entire 12-minute and 53-second, and I learned more about
Zone
blocking, of how important it was the back end, not the front end. That if you wipe out these guys over here, they can't get into play, and you got one-on-one over here. And he just kept, and his language was,
Salty?
I felt like I was in Hong Kong with a
bit.
bunch of sailors.
Salty?
It was because he didn't. I don't think he knew his tape or that it wasn't going to go outside the Florida thing. But
would that have stopped him from cussing?
No, but
Training
but
camp
when
is
you
never the
said-
same once Alex Gibbs
That's
left.
true.
But when you say Alex Gibbs had a lot to do with it, he had, because Kubiak and Dennison learned all of that from Mike Shanahan and Alex Gibbs. And so I hope that the Alex Gibbs thing does work out, although he'll never talk
I also
to us.
know from interviewing Terrell Davis 1,000 times, one of the things he used to always say to me is, he said, in that offense, you have to understand, you get one cut. That's it. You get one.
Yeah.
He says a lot of guys will stop, they'll look, they'll start, they'll move, they'll swing, they'll bounce it out. You get one cut and then boom. And if you don't cut it up, Alex Gibbs, not the Bobby Turner, Alex Gibbs will get on you. So he said it's all about, for the backs, one cut.
I think if he's healthy, one final point. I think the reason why I brought up about the free agent, that he is a free agent. He was paid $720,000.
Forsett.
Yes. Wouldn't that be something to bring in him to go with C.J. Anderson? I guarantee you and it hasn't happened much lately, there will be a 1,500-yard rusher for the Denver Broncos next year.